Hey guys, Matt here, and I thought it would be interesting for an entire year to save up all of my tournament discs, all the ones that are giveaways in your players packs at tournaments, and just see over the course of a year what do you get. A lot of people in the local scene have said that they don't really like tournament discs. They would prefer like shirts, towels, quick sticks, stuff like that. And I've gotten a lot of those great items as well. I think I'm wearing a tournament shirt underneath this hoodie right now. But so for an entire year, I saved up all my tournament discs, and I wanted to just review them today. So I've got kind of two stacks. I've got the ones I got just in the players packs, as well as the ones I got as winnings. So if there was a choice, I'll call that out, and you guys can just see what was available. So I'll start out with the Etowah Mud Swap. I got this Z Plastic Zone. They also had Forces and Thrashers. And I got this one. It was really nice, kind of like red-pink color. Cool stamp there. And you've probably seen that one in a couple videos. The most popular disc-wise sponsor seems to be Prodigy, because they're in Georgia, so a lot of people can get them very easily. So I played a Flex Start tournament at Hobbs Farm where they had the base plastic P Model S or US, and I think they had some M models as well, but they were gone by the time I got there. I had a later tee time, and it was just the putters left at that point. I already had a P Model S, so I got one of these guys. That'd be kind of fun to mess around with. And as you saw in my mystery box video, I kind of liked it. They're pretty good. At the Oregon Park Ironman, that was a Prodigy sponsored event, and they had D1s, which I got, as well as PA3s, and decided to go with the driver. I'd never tried one before, and I've got PA3s, and they're not my favorite. So, trying something new there. The Silver Shamrock. This actually had one of the best players packs I've seen all year. It had the Prodigy practice bag, shirts, minis, but the disc was the Prodigy Ace Line M Model US with a little shamrock stamp on there over the top. A lot of people are not too happy about that being the disc choice, but I think it's fine. And the fact that the rest of the players pack was really heavy with good items kind of outweighed that. Also played the first Prodigy Star Series event up at Westside and got the H3 V2 in this Spectrum 500 plastic. They're probably going to be kind of hard to see in the woods, but it looked pretty cool. I like the stamp, and I liked how it's got this weird orange rim on one side. It almost makes it look like a MVP disc or something. I went over to Alabama to play in the Poke Salad Shootout over in Arab, Alabama. Ended up getting second in that one, and they had these Sparkle Felons and Vandals, I think, was the other choice. I like a Felon, so I grabbed one. I thought the Sparkle Plastic and the stamp were really cool on that one. I only played in one Eastbound and Down event at Boundary Waters. They had these like Jawbreaker looking Lunas, and this is a Fierce actually. So I got the Fierce instead of the Luna. I tried a Luna, didn't love it, so decided to give the Fierce a shot. It's alright. Really cool stamp, and if you watched the Eastbound and Down TV show back in the day, it's got Kenny Powers on the stamp there. Another one at Etowah was not technically Innova sponsored, but they did do tournament stamp Innova disc. I got a DX Teebird with the new Etowah stamp there. Also had a shirt with that logo on it, which is really cool. Mainly got that one as a wall hanger, but definitely is neat to see. And then of the 15 events I played in, the last one that I got any sort of players pack disc for was the Flicker Treat tournament up in Cookeville, Tennessee. At King Creek Park, they had compasses and escapes. Not a real big fan of flippy drivers for the most part, so I went with the compass. I thought the stamp was really cool. Like a lot of these, I don't really plan on throwing it very much, but I thought it was cool, and have thrown around a little bit. The compass throw is pretty nice. So overall, we had 4 Prodigy discs, 2 Discraft, 2 Dynamic, 1 Innova, and then I'll go on to I had 2 tournaments where they had and payout in merchandise, and I placed high enough to get payout. So I got a 2nd place, like I mentioned, at the Poke Salad Shootout, and I got this Exo Hard Tactic. The vendor there was Iron City, DD Iron City, and they had mainly Trilogy stuff, but they also had some Discmania. And since there was only 5 people in advance, the payout was only like $11. So that was basically the only disc that I thought that I might ever use that was available. And then I got 2nd at the Cane Creek tournament, and that actually had payout from like 4 different vendors, and they had a really wide selection. So I ended up getting the Prodigy 500 plastic A2, the Vano Signature Series there. I throw A2, so wanted that one. Feels really nice. And I actually got a tournament stamp disc from the Cane Creek Challenge that the Flicker Treat replaced from a couple years ago. It's a deflector. Really like a deflector, and this was a nice flat one. And they had this Sweet Envy that had some swirls in the stamp and in the rim. So I really like that color combo with the teal and pink. And then I had $8 left in my funny money, so the only thing they had left for $8 was Innovative DX. The only DX thing that I thought I might throw was rock, so I got a rock. And I got this one because it actually is the same color, stamp, and weight as the first ever mid-range I ever had. When I first started playing disc golf like 9 or 10 years ago, a buddy gave me a groove for which he can be forgiven, DX AVR and a DX rock. And I lost this one in a swamp in Florida where I threw it over a fence on the edge of a course, and it just faded out into oblivion. And it was kind of cool to get one that was the same look and feel. So that's what I got from all my tournaments this year. Overall, 2 Discraft, 5 Prodigy, 2 DD, 1 Discmania, 2 Innova, and 2 from the Gyro brands, MVP Axiom. So thank you guys for watching, and maybe I'll do a round where I just throw all the discs that I got out on the course, make a bag out of them.